Welcome everyone in. So tonight we're going to be drawing the winners of the giveaway, the 100,000 subscriber giveaway. So we're a few minutes early, but we will be waiting for some people to get in here. In the meantime, let me know where you're from. Welcome to DeCastro's, Philadelphia, city of brotherly love. Nice. Welcome in. I'll do a test here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that works. Okay. Yeah, jump on in. Jump on in. Hey, Chris. Welcome in here. Yeah, sure. Oh, I'm losing focus. Oh, come on, camera. There we go. From Erie, PA. So Pennsylvania is represented here. Come on, if you're here from not Pennsylvania, let me know. Nothing against Pennsylvania, but Chris, when cutting an outer profile, I keep getting splitting when it turns the corner into the grain. Any tips? So there's definitely, it's hard to, it'd be easier to show this in a demonstration, but there's definitely yeah, if you're jumping on in here, we'll be starting the drawing in about 5 minutes. Just wait for people to jump in. But so if you are, obviously the grain direction matters immensely. So if you're cutting parallel with the grain and you're making a 90-degree corner per se, then you're going to be cutting against the grain, perpendicular to it. So climb cutting, you can try traditional cutting. Try go the opposite direction if your software allow you to do that. What material are you using matters. Down cut bit, up cut bit, compression bit. There's so many factors to factor in with that, but it all has to do with the grain direction of that wood. And some woods obviously split more than others. Welcome in, Jeremy from Ohio. Jump on in here. Let me know where you're from. You don't have to be live to win, but we're going to pick the winners of the giveaway here. Welcome in, Jeff from Indiana. Yeah, no problem, Chris. Yeah, pine. Pine is obviously a really soft wood, so it can be sensitive to splitting. But give that a try. Try to go to the other direction and see if that helps you out. So we're going to be doing the giveaway here. We're going to be giving away a CNC machine. So if you didn't know, because I guess I can't assume that everybody knows what we're doing tonight. We're giving away a CNC machine and 9 sets of router bits. So all over $2,500 in prizes. We're going to be drawing the names for here. If you didn't enter the giveaway, I'm sorry, it closed yesterday. And I blasted that out multiple times over the last couple weeks. But if you did enter, you have a chance to win a CNC. So that's going to be awesome. And then, like I said, 9 other winners will be winning bits. So this giveaway is in partnership with Carbide 3D, makers of the Shapeoko. If you've been around here at all for any length of time, you know I started with a Shapeoko 6 years ago now, and it was my first CNC, and I have no regrets. It was a great first CNC, and for a lot of people, it'll be your last CNC that you ever need. So they were generous enough to partner with me and to give away a Shapeoko. It's a Shapeoko 4 standard. And the winner will I didn't put this in the giveaway details because it really doesn't matter, but now I can share it. Welcome in Chuck and Lyndon. We're getting ready to do this giveaway. If you've entered the 100K subscriber giveaway, so hang tight here. But the winner of the CNC, Shapeoko has generously added that the winner is more than welcome. They don't have to. They can take the Shapeoko 4 standard as is, or they can apply the value of that machine to a machine of their choice. So that'll all be worked out with Shapeoko. So if you want a bigger machine or a different machine that they offer, they're willing to do that and apply that value to the price. So I thought that was cool. But the Shapeoko 4 standard is a great machine to get started on. I did a poll the other day here on my channel where there was 1,200 responses, and over 50% of people that watch my channel, of those 1,200 people, I get that, don't own a CNC. So this is a fantastic machine to get started on. All right. We've got 11 people in here, and this can be watched after words as well. It's not nearly as fun, right? So let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do is, rather than doing a big tech setup and sharing my screen, they don't make that necessarily easy. I'm going to pick the winners on my laptop, and I'll show you the screen that I'm picking them live, and then I'll announce them. A couple other things too. The winners, I'll be reaching out to all the winners of the CNC bits, since that's my product that I'll be shipping out from here. And the CNC, I will provide all your entry information to Carbide, and they will reach out to you and arrange shipping and all of that. So with that being said, let's start and draw the winners for the CNC bits. We'll save the CNC for last, and but just note that the winners of, so just because you win a set of bits doesn't mean that you're excluded from winning the CNC. So it is possible to win two prizes, not two sets of bits, but to win the CNC and a set of bits. I just thought that was, I chose that. That's my decision. So there's pros and cons to it each way. But all right, let's see. Let's draw here. Welcome in Philip from Chesapeake, Virginia. All right, we are going to pick for the Andy's Essential CNC bit set. And if you didn't know, it might be new to you as well. I offer my set of bits, 2 sets of bits on my website for sale. So if you don't win them, but you like, oh, I need bits and I could have used those, you can go to my website, andybirdbuilds.com, and pick a set up there. But hopefully you win some. All right, so here we go. This is pretty simple. A couple stats. There were 2,649 people that entered the giveaway. And of those, obviously, you could get multiple entries into the giveaway. There were, welcome in Matt from Houston. There were 6,894 total entries, but 2,649 people. So I'm going to hit draw here. If you're just coming in, I'm doing this on my laptop just to show you that I'm doing this live, and I'll hold it up here too and announce the names. But hit draw, drum roll please. All right, we have got We've got 9 winners here. We've got Paul Cronin. Again, these are for Andy Bird Builds bits sets that I will be shipping out to you. So winner number 1 is Paul Cronin. Number 2 is Matthew McCreary. Number 3 is William Aldridge. Number 4 is Brian Berg or Burge. Number 5 is Rocco Vallada. Forgive me if I'm slaughtering these names, but I'm trying. Number 6 is Matt Goebel. Number 7, Benjamin Summerfield. Number 8, James Kopp. And number 9, Aman Mahmood. And so congratulations. I'll be reaching out to you via email. So make sure that you're checking your email, and so I can get the shipping information to and get these bits to you. If for some reasons someone doesn't get back with me, then I will redraw a name and contact you and send it out. So there will be 9 sets of bits going out. Yeah, congrats. Who else we got in here? Reese, welcome from Ohio. Christian, welcome from Oregon. Depends where you're from, I guess. Yeah, congratulations to all of them. So, are we ready? We just want to jump in. Let me know. Do we want to just jump in and draw the CNC winner? Let's see here. Everybody's chomping at the bit. All right. 1 winner. Let's see here. All right. Welcome in, Doug Stevens. If you're just getting in here, we just drew 9 winners, the first 9 winners for Andy Bird Builds Bits. And I will, as soon as this live stream's over with, I'll put their name, all the names of the winners in the description of this video. But I'll be contacting them. I'll be contacting you via email, and I'll reread the names here in a second. Welcome in, Frederick, from Arkansas. So let's draw the winner of the CNC machine. Actually, so I know you're super ready, but I do have to say thank you to everyone that entered. And thank you for everybody that watches my videos. It's just crazy. I started this 4 years ago, and I never thought that, I know everybody says this, but I seriously didn't think that 100,000 people would subscribe to my YouTube channel. So it's just mind blowing. And it's just a credit to all of you for continuing to watch. And yeah, I'm just thankful that you're here. I'm thankful that what I share, the journey that I'm on and sharing, you find interesting. So thank you for that. All right, now I'm done. Welcome in, Dylan. I'm from Rhode Island. We're going to pick the winner of the CNC right now. Let's see if I can get this up here. And click. All right, the winner of the CNC is right here, is Bisco Kraska from Michigan. Congratulations, you just won yourself a Shapeoko 4. And yeah, that's awesome. So we have a winner. So congratulations. I probably slaughtered your name, but forgive me, to Bisco from Michigan. So congratulations. We'll be reaching out via email. So thank you to everyone that yeah, I agree. DeCastro, awesome name too. I probably am not doing it justice. But yeah, thank you for being here. And we've got some more time here. If I don't think Bisco is in the house tonight, but if you've got any questions, I'm here, and we can answer those while we're on here. But congratulations again to all the winners, and thank you so much for your continued support. It does mean a lot to me and my family, so thank you. All right, we got any questions? We want to chat about any topics? Hey, Philip, I do not have the 5 Pro. No, I don't. I have an Avid 4x4, and I have a Shapeoko Pro. I guess it's probably a Shapeoko 4 Pro. It was before they came out with the 5. Right now, I'm going to get these. Go ahead. If you got any questions or topics you want to discuss, drop them in the chat. Um, I'll stay on here for a little while longer, and we can chat it up. And I'm going to post the winners. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, it looks like I can while this is going on. Yeah, Reese, welcome to the channel, first of all. I'm really glad you're here. So, how did I get started into CNC? So, 2018, well, we can back up a little bit. I was always into DIY projects around the house, and then that progressed into more traditional woodworking, where I built some furniture and some commission builds and kitchen tables, end tables, stuff like that. More traditional things. And then I came across I can't even tell you exactly where, somewhere on the internet, about CNC machines, and I was really intrigued. This was back in 2018, and so I bought my first Shapeoko 3 XXL, and yeah, I learned on it. I learned on the internet, and I think what's really cool about it is I'm a business person first. Like, I'm an entrepreneur first. This is the 3rd business I've owned, and I've always had that thing where, I get into something and I try to figure out how to monetize it. So CNC was no different, and I think that's really what kind of drew me to it. So yeah, the rest is history. 6 years. So I started knowing nothing, and the last 6 years has been a crash course of CNC routers and CNC lasers, and yeah, that's how I got started. I still remember my first project. I'm originally from Michigan, and I did a Michigan outline in some maple. I had no idea what I was doing. I had a trim router, palm router, as the spindle, like a lot of them, a lot of them still today do. And I had that thing, the speed turned all the way up. It was just screeching. I think so. I hear this from a lot of experienced, not formally trained CNC operators, that, like, you think you need the spindle to go as fast as it'll go. So like RPMs are like 24,000, and it like pierces your eardrums. It's so loud. It That's not the way to do it. You can turn those RPMs way down. But yep, I remember thinking I was like, how cool it was. I had it turned all the way up, and just chewing through wood, and I cut a shape of Michigan out. But that's how it all started. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like I said, Reese, um, welcome to the channel, and I plan on doing more of these live streams. My goal is to do these more regularly, and yeah, just to get to know people, share with YouTube videos. I look at YouTube videos as um, kind of a I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's so one way, and I don't get to like talk to people, and people really can't talk to me. I guess we can through chat, like through comments and stuff, but I really like this. This is kind of, even though we're not talking face to face, it's still the next closest thing. I do have, if anybody is interested, I do have a community called the CNC Inner Circle, where we have a monthly meeting, a true live stream meeting, where, or a Google Meet or Zoom meeting, where we sit in a room, a virtual room, and chat about a topic and network. And so that's that's the most like authentic like conversation. And you can find all that information on my website. So Reese, what's your experience with CNC? Hey, hey, Benjamin from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Welcome in. Welcome in. We did the drawing already, and you didn't win the CNC if you were here for that. Philip, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time out of your evening to join us, and we'll see you soon. Bisco won the CNC. Congrats, Bisco. I'm going to put that in here. Chris, just got a question here. When picking speeds and feeds, do you have a cheat sheet for yourself? I do, and actually, I can find it real quick. Google. So this is just a cheat sheet that I put together. It's very, very basic, but I don't mind sharing this. Viewer, yeah. So this is one I put together for Andy Bird Builds bits. It's a link that goes out with all Andy Bird Builds bits, and it's just a starting reference point. For every CNC, there's going to be, so with wood, there's a range, right? And it's more of, I wouldn't say more of, but there is an art to it, and not just a science. So with wood, you want to make sure that you're making chips and not dust. So if you're making really, really fine dust, or you're recutting a lot of chips, that's going to dull your router bits faster. And so it's finding that I'll have these starting points, especially if I'm on a new material. I'll start with these, and then depending on the software you use to operate your CNC, you can speed up or slow down your tool paths in real time. And so I will speed it if I feel like I'm moving too slow and it's cutting really, really fine dust. Then I'll speed my feed rate up. And if I am obviously, if it's bogged down or you can hear, um, yeah, exactly, Chris. That's exactly what I'm saying right now. Um, but yeah, it's kind of you tell by the chips, right? But you got to have some starting points, and then again, it depends on the machine, right? Like the difference between my Avid and my Shapeoko is night and day difference, uh, and a lot of it comes down to work holding. Like just because my Avid CNC can run, let's say twice or three times as fast, I can't use the same work holding that I use on the Shapeoko that I do on the Avid. So there's just so many factors, you know. Yeah, mostly steel and copper products. So that's a world I'm not familiar with, but wood is just so much more forgiving than those. Uh, I know obviously steel is very hard. Copper, I've never machined copper before. I've machined aluminum before, but never copper. Copper is very gummy. Yeah, I bet that plays a role in it. Are you using on the lathe? Are you using you don't use any air or um, obviously any coolant or fluid on a lathe like to get those chips out? Is it just more nice? Oh, so you are running coolant. Gotcha. Yeah, it's nice when you figure out a machine. Um, you kind of I think it's a great idea to have your little cheat sheet to the side, and that way, you're not always experimenting, right? Especially if you're cutting the same material over and over and over again. Um, the uh, software that you're using, the design software, will save uh, your toolpath information. But I always find this kind of gets lost in translation because there's different scenarios and different materials. But technically, the toolpath, whatever you're using to set up your toolpaths, should have some memory of what you used before. Awesome. Well, I'm going to uh, we'll wrap up. We'll end at 8:30 Eastern time, roughly. So if you've got any more questions, make sure you get them in, and we can chat. And again, if you're still here or you're watching this afterwards, hey Grumpy, welcome in. Uh, if you are watching this later, this live stream thing is going to be a thing that I continue to do. But the caveat is it's going to evolve and it's going to get better. And this is all just to get to know you all on a different level than just a YouTube video, and for you all to get to know me on a different level and ask questions. So it's it'll evolve and start looking a little bit different, but I'm trying to kick the tires on it and figure out what works, what doesn't. Um, thanks on the 100K. Yeah, I appreciate that. And so yeah, so bear with me if you think like, oh, this is really not what I expected. I encourage you to come back and check it out the next time, and we'll just continue to chat. All right, last question of the night, Zach. I got a Onefinity and been wanting a laser. You think it's worth getting the laser for the Onefinity or a smaller separate laser? Grumpy, I agree with you. I personally, and from what I've heard from not just Grumpy, but from several other people that have had a laser on their Onefinity, or any CNC for that matter, is it works. Don't get me wrong. It's doable. But if you have the space, I recommend just getting a separate machine, because what I found is that even if the setup is easy, like just if there's too many variables, and it's a pain in the butt to switch, to pull it off every time, like to pull the laser off every time you want to CNC something, and vice versa, and hooking it up, and the software and offsets and blah 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 blah. So it's my recommendation is just to get a separate, smaller machine. If you have the space, you're not saving much money by, in my mind, the money is a wash. Like whether you buy an add-on for your CNC or you buy a separate one, depends what laser you go with. I get that, but when you're comparing equivalent lasers, the money is really a wash. It really just comes down to space saving, and yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. So if you just jumped in here, you can watch this back. We picked the winners about at the 10-minute mark, and Bisco from Michigan, if you're in the house, you won yourself a CNC. So again, I picked 9 other winners that I'll be contacting to send bits to, and if I reach out and people don't respond, or don't get my email or whatever, or lost in translation, however that works, I'll be redrawing, and that is including the CNC. So be looking for your email. And again, just so Bisco is the winner of the CNC. Paul Cronin, Matthew McCreary, William Aldridge, Brian Berg, Rocco Vallata, Matt Goebel, Benjamin Summerfield, James Kopp, Amon Mahmood. You all won Andy's Essential Bit Set. So thank you so much once again for your support. And it's crazy. I never thought I'd be doing 100,000 subscriber giveaway, but here we are, and it's just a testament to your support, and me and my family. I can't thank you enough. So thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Thanks, Grumpy. Everybody have a good night, and come back for the next live stream, and be on the lookout for announcements. Next Thursday is the goal, and I will let you know ahead of time. Awesome. Have a good night.